Welcome back. Visiting with Jasper head football coach Tony Ahrens. The season's here, Coach. You guys have been in preseason camp. How'd things go as you got your team ready for this upcoming season?
Well, right now what's nice with our team is there's a good feeling with our group. They're excited and ready to get the season started. And we've had a good preseason. A little awkward without having two-a-days, having started school so early. But we got through our preseason, we got through our scrimmage, and at this point we're healthy and we're all kind of getting ready to roll.
New groups are different. What'd you spend the most time on in the preseason with this team?
Well, we really like to concentrate at our line of scrimmage and our defense starting out because we got to stop people, and we got our line of scrimmage is I think intact with some good backups, and we got to really continue working with our linebackers because we lost two seniors there, and we got to fill those spots with some kids. So there's some good competition there at our linebacker spot. You
had an opportunity to work against North last Friday night, a different group of guys than you who were in practice. How'd that go?
But any time that you get an opportunity to scrimmage someone else, it was a good deal for us. The kids were excited about getting into that thing, and they got out, and our ones did a pretty nice job doing what they were supposed to do. But then it was important for us to get our second guys in there so that we could see if they could begin to fit in with our one. So we took a look at a lot of our number two guys.
And after you got done with that, what are some of the things you say, hey guys, this is what we got to do better?
Well, one thing we got to simply do better is play to the whistle. I mean, we got to finish plays, and there was a couple of plays there where we have guys at the play, and we just simply didn't make it like we should have. And then offensively, we got to just clean up, a few of our penalties, getting out of the huddle, getting the play going, things like that.
And when you take a look at this team, we'll start offense first. Just look at your offense and what kind of team that can be on that side of the ball.
Well, offensively, it's nice because obviously we're gonna line up and get physical at the line of scrimmage and run the ball. But this year we have a number of kids that can catch the ball and run routes. Typically, every year we'll have one guy that's pretty sound, but this year we got several kids that we feel like we can throw the ball to, and they're going to be reliable catching the ball. So, we feel like we're going to be able to maybe utilize our throwing game a little more. And then, of course, with Nolan and having a year under his belt, he's going to be a lot more experienced back there. And maybe we're going to check a lot more at the line of scrimmage because when you check, it's so much better than having to call things from the bench.
And you can get yourself in and out of good plays like that, can't you? Good and bad plays.
Yeah, I mean that's just important because if you get to the line of scrimmage and you can put your offensive lineman in a better position to come off the ball and have a successful play, that's great. So that will definitely be an asset for us.
What about the defensive side of the football? Nick's guys, how will they be?
Well, we really like our defensive line. We got almost all those kids back. We picked up another kid that had some issues earlier in his career, and he's gotten himself in line, and he's back on the field, and he's going to really help shore that defensive line up. So, we really like the way they're playing right now. And our secondary, we got pretty much everybody back with the exception of one guy, and Scott's going to fill that spot, Scott Stallwood. So but where we got to work is at our linebackers. We got a lot of guys that are competing there, and we got to settle in on a couple of guys before we get ready to go here.
What about special teams?
That's something that you cannot ever, look at. Two teams that you have to really concentrate on is your kickoff and your punt. And last year we began a rugby-style punt, which creates problems for your opponent, and we didn't have many yards of return. So we're gonna continue probably utilizing that formation and try to keep teams from returning balls on us.
Memorial comes in here. It's always a good opener. What do you expect out of their team?
Well, I know that they graduated a big senior class, and but they got a couple of kids that we have to keep an eye on. That first of all, starting out with their running back, the McKinley kid, 28. I mean, he's a fast guy, and you have to have a good angle of pursuit on him. They have a couple of linemen that are not bad. So they got some skilled guys there that can create problems for you. They do have a young quarterback. They're going to have a sophomore quarterback, I think, starting for them. So it's that first game's difficult because you've not seen them on tape. So we have to get in there and sort of just find out what's going on.
Bottom line, what's this team going to have to do to be successful?
I think that if we play well at our line of scrimmage and offensively, we cannot go into – last year we went into the game and we had 3 drives early in the game and we were moving the ball, but we would shoot ourselves in the foot with a penalty. So we got to help our defense out by creating some drives and keep the defense on the sideline, keep it fresh for the second half.
All right, Tony, thanks a lot for your time. As always, best of luck this football season.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Kurt. It's fun to get it started.
No doubt about it. The Jasper Wildcats and Memorial Tigers will have more right after this.